Hello guys, if you are looking for the best Citizen watches for men, you are in the right place. All the watches product buying links are given in the video description. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. The Promaster Diver by Citizen is one of the most popular diving watches ever. And if you're thinking about getting it, I can help you make up your mind. I will tell you everything worth knowing about this awesome watch. This watch has a black dial. The face of the watch is actually about 30 millimeters wide, and the rest is the diver's bezel. The dial is pretty basic, but in a good way. The time markings are all white, and they contrast really well against the black dial. In addition to that, the outer rims of the indices, the edge of the date window, and the hands are all polished, so they are super easy to notice even in direct sunlight. There are 12 time markings on the dial, and there is a date window at the 4 o'clock position. One thing I really like is that Citizen included half a marking with lume right next to the date window. Most brands don't bother to do that and just skip the whole marking at the date window. There are 3 hands on the dial, which is pretty standard: the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second hand. All of them are very wide to accommodate for the lume, including the second hand. The minute hand stands out the most. The arrow-shaped tip is quite a nice detail. And this is the only hand that has red edges, which looks pretty good. It makes it super easy to spot even if you just quickly glance down at your watch. The Promaster Diver, both the original and the new one, is a solar-powered watch. It features analog quartz movement, which is the most accurate type of movement you can have. If you're really into your watch being accurate, you can't go wrong with this one. It is not often you see a field watch coming from Citizen, but the Citizen Chandler EcoDrive BM8180 is definitely worth checking out, being a military-style field watch. The Citizen Chandler BM8180 dial is simply laid out and easy to read. It has a matte black finish with large Arabic numerals for hour markers. The minute markers, often seen on field watches, are then in smaller font around the dial, with small arrows in between. There is a deeply recessed date window at 3 o'clock, which some find hard to read and is sometimes obscured by the wide hour-minute hands. Speaking of which, the hands are also simple tapered steel with lumed tips for easy reading in low light. The Citizen Chandler case is a simple stainless steel with a plain rounded edge with a heavily knurled and long crown at 6 o'clock. This makes for easy gripping, but some of you may not like the size or shape. It is screw down, however, which helps with the water resistance, which is rated at 100 meter. It is also decently protected by a rather flat set of crown guards on either side of the crown. Something you will appreciate if you accidentally hit your watch on something. Also keep in mind that this is quite a small watch for men at 37 millimeters diameter, so will not sweat large wrists. For me, wearing the Citizen Chandler chronograph over the past few weeks has been an eye-opening reminder of just how refreshing a quartz chronograph can be. Driven by Citizen's Caliber B642 EcoDrive movement, the only power the Chandler needs is a bit of light to run accurately for months. Bright light, dim light, soul-crushing overhead fluorescent lights, it doesn't matter. The EcoDrive will power up and keep running for up to 6 months. For someone used to the morning routine of choosing a stopped watch and having to set the time and date before strapping it on, grabbing the Chandler from the dresser was a refreshing change. Those of you who have transcended mechanical watch snobbery are likely rolling your eyes. But for the rest of us not quite enlightened or mechanically inclined, spending time with a quality quartz watch can be a not-so-subtle reminder of just why quartz watches nearly decimated the traditional watchmaking industry. They're affordable, durable, and accurate, and, in the case of Citizen's EcoDrive, don't even require a battery change. But none of that matters if it's not a quality watch that you enjoy strapping on your wrist. For many consumers, the Citizen Chandler will be a watch that they'll wear every day, in all situations. So, that's exactly how I wore it. Indoors, outdoors, in the pool. It has 100 MWR, on the town, you name it. When it comes to the dial, Citizen appears to be channeling classic 2-register chronographs from the 1960s and 70s. The dial features a deep, saturated blue, with 2 silver subdials, a 60-minute register at 12 o'clock and running seconds at 6 o'clock. The orange central chronograph hand adds a pop of color that perfectly complements the dark blue hue of the dial. Someone was studying their color wheel. Combined with a frame date window at 3 o'clock and minimal branding at 9 o'clock, the chandelier is nicely balanced, if not symmetrical. A part of many driver, flyer, diver collections, the Citizen Nighthawk makes for a great entry piece into the world of aviation watches. What makes it so appealing? First and foremost, it is the dial. At a glance, the dial itself seems cluttered and busy. However, it is ultra-legible. The applied indices are spaced out evenly and are broken up by 2 cardinal hours at 12 and 6. Watch also provides a bevy of tools and functions via its slide rule on the outer ring, which is activated by the second crown at 8 o'clock. Additionally, it features a dual time system using the 24-hour semicircular ring on the left side of the dial. Time is read on this by way of the 2 planes that are constantly in flight. The white plane will indicate the AM time on the white ring of 12 hours, and the red plane will show the PM hours on the red ring. One of the major complaints about this watch is the sheer size. Despite it being 41 millimeters, the majority of the watch is the dial, as the lug-to-lug is only some 46 millimeters at a thickness of 12.5 millimeters. Personally, it doesn't wear too big for my 6.75-inch wrist. The piece also has a mineral crystal rather than sapphire, which given the price point makes sense. The 22mm bracelet itself is also very nice given the price, and is certainly hefty enough to withstand everyday usage. The Citizen Nighthawk can be had for under $200, which makes it a tremendous value, and ultimately a piece that punches above its weight class. Citizen's eye-catching Promaster Sailhawk with a bright orange polyurethane strap is sure to draw attention. Thetamipus isn't just fashionable, it also has eco-drive technology, which allows it to tell the time in 30 cities around the world. A yacht racing timer, split lap time, a 99-minute countdown timer, and 2 different alarms. With a stainless steel case and a water resistance of up to 200 meters, this vibrant watch is a must-have for any avid marine sportsman.